Outside the window, snow was falling heavily, and it was a world of ice and snow. However, Gangbin was leisurely and cozy in the RV camp, roasting by the fire and enjoying a delicious meal. On this day, he drove deep into the land of Freljord. In front of him was an open space, which was just perfect for setting up a campsite, so he parked the car. The north wind was howling, and the biting cold hit his face. The man opened the trunk of the car, opened the car door, and started to take out the camping equipment from the car, getting ready to build his own little world. First of all, he spread the tent cloth over the RV, tightened it with ropes, and fixed it in the snow layer with ground stakes. The tent was steadily set up, and the RV now had shelter from the wind and rain. At this time, the snowflakes were falling again, but fortunately, the tent had been built, so the man calmly continued with the following work. He began to assemble the fireplace. First, he inserted the exhaust pipe properly to ensure that the black smoke from the stove could be discharged smoothly. After the fireplace was built, the man took out a big bag of firewood from the car. This was the firewood he would prepare in advance every time he went camping, which was enough to support him to live here for 2.5 days. He quickly split some large logs, and the small wood chips produced were convenient for lighting the fire. Just by striking a match, the fire started to burn fiercely, and wisps of smoke drifted out of the chimney. As the fire grew stronger, the scenery of the distant snow-capped mountains became more and more charming. The man then assembled the folding camping tables and chairs, took out the cups, teapots, and coffee beans, preparing to make a cup of hot coffee while enjoying the beautiful scenery. He put the coffee beans into the grinder, walked around the fire while grinding the beans. After the water boiled, he started to make that cup of filter coffee. The warmth from the stove made the camp in the snowstorm feel cozy. In his spare time, the man also built a snowman on the open space, as a sign of his arrival here. Immediately afterwards, he added some more firewood to the fireplace, then went back to the warm car, wrapped himself in a quilt, and enjoyed this rare rest time. As time went by, the surface of the car was covered with thick snow. The man lit the kerosene lamp, and the warm light illuminated his RV and tent, bringing a bit of warmth to this vast expanse of white snow. Inside his camp, the temperature reached over 20 degrees. The fire and the excellent heat preservation effect made him no longer feel the severe cold outside. After taking a short rest, the man started to prepare dinner. He cut the vegetables and heated them above the fireplace. Although the space was not big, it was enough for him alone. He also heated the pizza in the oven, paired it with rich sauce and fresh fruit and vegetable salad. It tasted quite delicious. Alone in the wilderness, he left behind all his worries and sorrows, and just quietly enjoyed this tranquility. After dinner, he had a small drink, sat beside the fire, accompanied by a cup of hot tea, got into the quilt, opened a book, and enjoyed this warm peace. Soon, he put out the light and went to sleep early. The next morning, the man overslept. When he woke up, he found that the camp was covered with thick snow. The wind and snow were still raging, and the car was shaking a little because of the strong wind. Then the man finally woke up. After getting up, he quickly cooked a pot of rice, mixed it with sauce, and had a simple yet delicious breakfast. Considering that the wind and snow at the camp were getting heavier, the man thought it was not suitable to stay for long. Moreover, after a whole day of camping, he was also a bit tired, so he decided to continue his journey. He retracted the long exhaust pipe, reassembled the fireplace, and put the ash into the iron can to ensure that he didn't leave any garbage. Then the man closed the trunk door of the car, cleared the snow on the surface of the car, and drove the car to continue his departure, starting a new camping journey.